Welcome to this men's colognes channel from a woman's perspective, and today we've got a list of super long-lasting men's colognes, 24 hours plus. So if you want to be smelled for days, literally some of them smell for days, you can't get rid of the smell, then this list is certainly for you. 3, 2, 1, let's do this. I just want to make a note that these will last even longer on clothes. So if you literally want to get 7-10 days plus from your fragrance, you can spray them on your clothes as well. But even on the skin, these will last 24 hours plus. Let's start off this list very strongly with a beast fragrance. Okay, this one is a fragrance that only, I would say, the brave guys will pull off. You have to just have that confidence to pull this fragrance off. It's Red Tobacco from Mancera. This fragrance, to me, it's sex in a bottle. It's so sexy, but it literally just smacks you in the face. It's so manly, it's oud, it's incensey, it's full of cinnamon, nutmeg. It's also really intensely crisp, a bit bitter, I would say. It smells of green apple, it's juicy, dry, it's just such a strong also tobacco scent. It reminds me of a smell of like a furniture polish almost. It's pretty harsh straight off the bat, but then it kind of melts down a little bit. But overall, this is harsh, strong, bold, and I love it. This fragrance is for somebody who wants to smell like this, who wants to just feel confident and sexy with their fragrance. Love this one, and this will last for days. I'm not kidding, you won't be able to get rid of it. It's such a powerful scent. Next up, we've got another fragrance. This is perhaps my favorite fragrance of this list, and it's Electimuss Oster. This is another harsh, bold fragrance. Oh my gosh, it's even more dry and woody. It's also a tobacco, geranium, really spicy, woody scent. It's similar in the vein of a red Mancera tobacco, so you'll love both of them. But I would say that Electimuss one, it's even drier, it's less sweet, it's straight to the point. It's an addictive fragrance. It smells very deep with the patchouli. It smells like a deep cave almost, with loads of geranium, loads of star anise spices. It's such a manly, raw, like caveman sort of a scent. It's awesome, I'm telling you. At least get a sample of this, because this is like a masterpiece. I'm obsessed with this. To me, this is another really sexy fragrance, but very specific. And a lot of these are oud fragrances, because these last, the oud note will last for days, literally. Next up, we've got Oud for Greatness from Initio. This is another scent. I'm going to get like a headache spraying all of these, but let's go. Saffron. Ooh, so just bold but sweet. This is definitely much more of a crowd-pleasing, really bold scent, but will last forever. It's an oud saffron scent. It's stunning. It's, if you've never liked an oud scent, you'll love this. This is like a gateway to oud fragrances. So good. Next fragrance that I couldn't get rid of it. I sprayed this when this came on a cardboard box, because it came in a box. I sprayed it on that box and I couldn't get rid of it. I took the box outside. It was in the room for days. Black Iris Interlude from Amouage. This is a scent that smells like $1 billion deal. It smells super expensive. It smells spicy, oriental, really deep and rich. It's a scent that is, again, a bold scent, but this is refinement, this is bougie, this is class. This is a guy who has made it big in New York. This is that energy. It's so phenomenal, and yeah, it will last for days. Let's go to a designer scent that just lasts for days and days, and this is one of the strongest fragrances, and it is Ombre Leather from Tom Ford, the original one. It is so strong and it's extremely masculine. It just smells like a crisp, fresh leather jacket or that new car leather seat smell. It is so sexy, so badass, and will last for days again. And by the way, let me know what is one fragrance that you couldn't get rid of. You were like, wow, it's long lasting. It's maybe too long lasting. Let me know what that fragrance was. Next fragrance that I sampled and I was like, man, I just can't get rid of it. Literally, I sprayed it on my skin and I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do now? I literally was scrubbing it. It is Percival from PDM, Parfums de Marly. This fragrance is I would say, a niche take on a perfect designer manly fragrance. If you love your blue colognes, if you like your lavender heavy, super masculine fragrances that are just simple yet to the point, just ingeniously or geniusly simple, this is that and will last for days. And it doesn't have, you know, an oud scent. If you're not into like ouds, this is like a safe, really long lasting fragrance from Parfums de Marly. Next up, I get told all the time from you guys in the comments that this scent is super long lasting, and I do agree because my husband wears this and whenever he wears it, it's just there for days. It is Dior Elixir, especially on the clothes. It lasts forever. It's a phenomenal designer scent. If you don't have it in your collection yet, like, what are you waiting for? This is such a good scent. You'll get compliments. And this is the genius in this one, that a lot of fragrances that come to the market now are like the sporty, manly, but like fragrances that smell kind of young. They're all smelling like very youthful and young. And yeah, that's cool. But there is something for a fragrance that smells a bit more grown up, but not boring, just grown up, put together, just emotionally stable, you know, and this is that. Next up, man, this fragrance, I couldn't get rid of this. I sampled this when this came out, sprayed it on my shirt. It went for a wash a couple of times. I couldn't get rid of this. This just sticks to your clothes, so be warned. Oud Maracuja from Maison Crivelli. This is a fun take on oud. I love that maracuja or maracuja fruit. It is so yummy, delicious, so literal. And this fragrance is that dry, think of like a horse saddle, sort of a suede scent. And then you've got that passion fruit, sort of maracuja fruit. Absolutely delicious and so long lasting. Next up, let's jump into Xerjoff world. Xerjoff Herba Pura. Oh my goodness, that fragrance, it's eternal. You'll never get rid of it. It is this really happy, positive, tropical, citrusy, slightly vanillic fragrance. I love the positivity of this. I love the intensity of it. This is a fun, all year round fragrance, but especially genius in the summer, spring, summer, because a lot of citrus fragrances are just not that strong. This is extremely strong, okay? Don't underestimate it. But if you want that scent profile, go for it. Next up, we've got Enigma or Creation E. Creation E is the US version of this name because they had a problem with the copyright for the name apparently, but it's the same scent. And this cologne version of Enigma, it is a beast. It not only projects crazily, this is a boozy, cognac, Coca-Cola infused, really rich tobacco scent with some florals and spices. I just call it the Coca-Cola scent because I love Coca-Cola, but I nearly never drink it because it's bad for me, I know, but at least I can smell it, okay? So this is the healthy way to enjoy a fragrance. This is addictive, so unique, and projects and lasts forever. Maybe not as long as something like Oud Maracuja, but still 24 hours plus. And this is a scent that is signature worthy. And I'll link all the fragrances and in any samples I can find for them as well, so you can sample these and test them how long they actually last. And yeah, this will be a fun one. Next up, we've got Tobacco Vanille, one of my OG purchases for this channel. I love this scent. It's nearly gone. Tom Ford has a hold on me. we have actually run out of couple Tom Ford fragrances in our huge collection because this is how good they are. Tobacco Vanille is a super rich tobacco vanilla scent that is masculine, that smells a bit like Christmas to me, like with all those Christmas spices. It's just rich, luxurious. It's so good. It smells gentlemanly, I would say. And again, this will last and last and last and last. For a freshie, if you want a really, really strong freshie, go no further than Grigny from Parfums de Marly. There's quite a few Parfums de Marly fragrances because they truly make really, really strong fragrances. And this is a freshie that my expectations were kind of, freshie, not going to last. This is the longest, I think, the longest lasting freshie in my whole collection. This is really spicy, transparent cedarwood scent. It's light but really intense and piercing, and this, even outside when you're doing something, you'll be smelled very strongly. So indoors, like, be careful with this one because it lasts and it's also super, super strong and effective. But that's good because you can only spray it once, twice, and you'll be smelled whole day long and even more, because this is an amazing, sexy, really, I would say unique freshie. It's not one of those light blue Dolce & Gabbana freshies. Another solid designer freshie that is super intense. Literally, when I first sprayed this on a scent strip, I did this and I was like, whoa, this is so strong. And then I tested it and it lasts and lasts and lasts. Invictus Victory. This bottle, oh my gosh, I can't remember which version it is, but you can see it and I'll link the exact version because there's so many of them. This is a powerful, strong, sweet, a bit coconutty, vanillic, masculine scent. If you like those richer, rounder, creamier scents that are so just strong and masculine, this is a really nice one. It just lasts forever. I was just shocked how strong this fragrance is. Another fragrance, this one I sampled and I was shocked. It's from Bois 1920. It's Sushi Imperial. This fragrance is a citrus heavy scent, but yet it lasts so long. I wasn't expecting it. I was testing it and I thought, man, this fragrance, like citruses, how long can they last? This is a super long lasting fragrance. It smells a bit salty, but from the name, I was expecting like a disgusting fragrance. It's not. It's really just in there. It's a really good, I would say, Italian citrusy fragrance that lasts and lasts. It's really refined. So if you want something with class, amazing longevity for the summer, this one is also top notch. Next fragrance, it's another beastly fragrance. This one, again, sprayed it on a carpet. I know, who can blame me? I sometimes don't have places around on my body to try more fragrances. And I remember getting this, spraying it on the carpet. Out of all things, the room, I just couldn't smell anything else. Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait de Parfum. This is a beast. You probably all know what Baccarat Rouge smells like. It's just a sugary sweet fragrance. I love the Extrait version. It's a bit more sugary, brown sugar sweet, and it's got less of that hospital note for me personally. That's what I'm smelling in this one. And this is insanely long lasting. How? Sometimes I just think, how can a fragrance be that long lasting? But it truly is. I always don't talk about this one too much because I kind of assume that everybody knows how this smells like, but that might be just my own ignorance. So let me know if you're watching this video. Have you smelled Baccarat Rouge? Do you actually know? Or am I just totally, I should put more time into describing this. But basically what I mean by that hospital note, like that saffron, sometimes people say this smells like a hospital sterile environment, or when you walk into a dentist, that's sort of a weird smell. This has got that, but less than the Eau de Parfum. And I love how light and woody. It's got that woodiness, the amber wood, that makes it just very transparent, sweet and intense without being heavy. Next fragrance is also from Parfums de Marly, and this one I really want to get into my collection because I've loved it for years, and it's Parfums de Marly Eau Jeanne fragrance. Every time I test it, it lasts forever, and it's this honeyed apple cinnamon sort of a fragrance. It smells rich, it smells addictive. If you love fragrances like Angel's Share from Kilian, you would love Eau Jeanne. This scent, it's just magic. It's fall in love at first sniff, and it's again an eternal fragrance. It's so addictive. I love it so much. Let me know what is the longest lasting fragrance in your collection. Of course, I'll link everything in the description and any discounters I can find for them. But I hope you enjoyed this longer video for today, because this list was long, and I'll see you again very soon.